If you're about to start university or you've just started university, then this video is made specifically for you. Over the next couple of minutes, I'll be sharing 7 tips for freshers or incoming first year university students, and I'm going to go over everything that I wish I knew before starting uni. So let's get straight into it. Tip number 1. Focus on friendships. Honestly, one of the biggest things I'd recommend when you start university is to go to societies, go to events, and just put yourself out there in situations where you're going to meet new people and make new friends. My entire experience at university so far has been purely driven by the amazing people that I've met. And that's why this tip is going right at the start of this video, because I truly believe that making friends is so important, and the best way you're going to do it is by putting yourself in these situations. Even if it's hanging out at someone's flat after lectures, go to that thing and make sure you're putting yourself in rooms with people that you like spending time with or you think that you might get on with, because those are going to be the people that you make friends with and make the memories at uni that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. And of course, you're not going to be best friends with everybody, but the point is that if you put yourself in these situations, you'll start to figure out what kind of people you get along with and what kind of people you don't. And that will help you figure out who your close friends are, what your values are, and why those people actually match the kind of friendship group that you want to create for yourself. Tip number 2. Take care of your body. During week 1 of freshers, I survived purely on brioche rolls and vibes. Literally nothing else entered my body, and it was definitely not a good decision. And I get why I did it. There was always something going on. And as I said in tip number 1, you should definitely put yourself in those social situations. But at the same time, it also meant that I neglected my health and I fell super ill. Everyone gets freshers flu, but I think I neglected my body to such a limit that I had this freshers flu, or this prolonged flu, for over 6 months. And I definitely don't think that's a good situation to be in. So make sure you are prioritizing your health. And what that looks like is just being very mindful about what you're putting into your body, how much you're sleeping, and if you're staying active. At the bare minimum, at least prioritize your water intake and make sure you're having lots of water. I'm assuming the alcohol levels are going to be high, the activity levels are going to be high, you're going to be socializing a lot, and the least you can do for yourself is to make sure you're hydrated so you don't fall ill. Tip number 3. Don't worry if you're behind on lectures or any kind of content. The first couple of weeks, and honestly all of year 1, are just about getting settled with university life and actually figuring out what university is in the first place. So honestly, I'd start with learning to take care of yourself, cooking and socializing, and slowly the studies you can add in, and eventually you'll be able to balance all of those things together. For most university courses, first year doesn't matter that much anyway, and at least for me in my first year of medical school, my exam was right at the end of the year, and that was the only one that mattered. So I had months and months of time to revise and catch up on old content to make sure I was up to date. But especially at the start, it was all about getting to grips with uni, so do not worry if you are behind. Tip number 4, join new societies and try new things out. Again, Freshers Week is the best time to get outside of your comfort zone because everyone is new to the whole thing. And I would really make the most of that opportunity, and I think this is something I really wish I did at the start of university, which is to try new societies, like random wacky things that you've never heard of before, just to see what it's like. And you might not like it, which is completely okay. But the fact that you're trying something new, you might fall in love with a new hobby that you're going to have. And that is really important because it helps you maintain that work-life balance and find that group of friends that you can socialize with throughout university. So these are the investments you have to make at the start where you try out these new societies. And I think one of the best things about university is the fact that there are so many different people that have so many different backgrounds and so many different skills. And the best thing is most of these people are super friendly and willing to help you out if you want to join their society or try out their hobby. And I think university is one of the best places to try something from new and be the beginner and learn it from scratch. And over the next 3 or 4 or 6 years that you are at university, you'll get so much better at that activity. And another thing is, especially during Freshers Week, there'll be free tasters for these societies. So most definitely make the most of those free tasters because they won't cost you a thing and you might find something new that you'll carry on with for life. Tip number 5, rebrand yourself if you want. A lot of people find that university is a great place to change your internal and external identity, and I can 100% vouch that it can happen. For example, if you don't consider yourself a confident person, that can change at university, but you have to do it in the right way. It's very tempting to lie and deceive other people by pretending to be someone or pretending to be confident, almost this fake it till you make it kind of mentality. But I think that's a dangerous game to play because over time you're going to come back to the true person that you are. So instead of trying to rebrand yourself from the outside, the best thing to do is to rebrand yourself from the inside. And I think this completely comes from being the best version of you and trying harder every single day to become that best possible version. And through that lifestyle change and mindset shift where you're trying to be the best version of yourself and you're proud of the activities that you do, whatever hobbies or whatever interests that you have, if you are confident and proud about those, then people will also start to read that passion. And overall, because from the inside you are this new rebranded version of you that you like a lot more than the old version of you, other people will also see this new version of you. And the best and most important thing is that people will like this new version of you. And the point is that that new version of you is the real you, because that's the person you are on the inside. And I'm not saying that you have to rebrand yourself. You might be very happy with the person you are on the inside and the way that you are perceived. But I would definitely say that the start of university is the best time to rebrand yourself, because it is a completely new environment with a completely new set of people. So if you use that to your advantage and you start from within, you can most definitely make that change. Tip number 6, stay in touch with your schoolmates, and at least your best mates from school. I'd honestly recommend inviting them over to your flat or to a university party. And of course, I can completely understand that if you're in different cities like Bristol and Manchester, then it's going to be quite hard to actually get to each other's universities. But for me, I got quite lucky. I was in London and all my friends were kind of in similar areas. So I was able to invite them to different events, and actually over time, my school friends actually integrated with my uni friend group as well. And honestly, that has been one of the best things that has happened to me in the past 3 years of university, because anytime there's a birthday party or any kind of social gathering, it just makes it so much easier because I can invite my school friends and my uni friends and everyone's having a great time together. But even if you can't integrate your uni and home friends, please do make an effort to stay in touch with your home friends. Everyone wants to stay friends, but everyone also gets busy. So you have to make an active effort for that to happen. Otherwise, you will slowly drift over time. Tip number 7, make mistakes. The best way I've learned absolutely anything in the past couple of years is to make errors. Obviously, don't be ridiculously immature and get yourself in trouble, but you're only going to be 18 or 19 in a new city for the first time in your life once. So say yes to random things and actually show up to these random things. Go on random side quests. Do stupid things with your friends and make those memories, because those are the things that you will truly hold on to once you finish university or as you get older. Obviously, as I said in point 2, don't completely neglect your health. But at the same time, the more things you say yes to, because this is the phase of your life where you're going to be saying yes to a lot of stuff, you'll start to pick up new skills, new experiences, and new environments. And you'll meet loads of new, different, interesting people, and also people that you don't like, but that will start to develop the worldview that you have. University is that time where we transition from that spoon-fed student at school to the adult that's going to enter the real world. And as much as university is about studying a course and getting a degree and passing your exams, there's so much more to it. University is going to be that time where you figure out what kind of person you want to become. And making mistakes is the best way to help you move forward on that journey. So that was 7 tips for your first year of university from a 4th year student. If you want to see a video where medical students from the top universities around the country share what they wish they knew before medical school, then make sure you click this link over here. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.